like an old man's cough. Sunburns low.
Well, hello again. Alright, we have landed in the little town of Injune. We moved on from where we were, and we've got ourselves a pretty little camp out at the Possum Park campground, which is part of the sports and race course there and what have you, and $10 a night. Pretty cool. Not $10 per person, but $10 a night per vehicle off-grid, or they have powered sites and water connection for $20 a night, and facilities as well. Shower facilities are all included, so it's pretty good value. Alright, so we're back on the tourist trail again, and we have come down to the old Injune coal mine. So there is a bit of a story behind this coal mine. Apparently there is actually a miner entombed in here during the collapse of 65, I think it might have been. The mine collapsed at some stage. They went back to go and get him. The mine collapsed again, and
do you know what that is?
I do indeed. Just looking at these old things. They're old railway spikes, which they would have used on the mine line, given the size of them. They're quite small. Pretty cool. And I'm guessing what is a lump of coal, maybe. Cool. So there's a bit of a write-up on what I guess happened out here. There we go. It's probably... So it was actually flood inundation that caused the collapse.
There's more on this.
So this is a reunion of what looks to be some of the old coal miners when they put the memorial up. And the list of dates on what was possibly found at, coal test drilling commenced and seams were found, coal was extracted. The mine was closed in 63, so it was 54, the collapse of the mine when the floods came through. So I'm guessing this is probably a list of all the coal miners that worked on the mine here over the time. Colliery's mine worker, yeah. We'll have a bit of a look around. Don't know where the mine entrance actually was. Be listed somewhere. Go for a bit of a walk up the top here. Or either that, or I'm guessing maybe it was a shaft straight down. Yeah, that was, I'm guessing, given the pylons here, there was probably a shaft that went down here somewhere. But yeah, that's the story of the Injune coal mine. So Yeah, ceased operations in 1963. Not a lot out here, but memorials are, I guess, a great way to preserve our history. So we're staying in Injune for a couple of nights. $10 a night off grid we're staying, and sort of can't really complain too much about that. So there's a couple of things we're going to wander around and have a look at today. We would like to go to the Carnarvon Gorge, but obviously we've got the dogs with us, so that makes it a little bit more tricky. But there are a few lookouts near the gorges, near the Carnarvon area, that we can go to. So we might even pop out and have a look at that. And we'll see you at the next stop.
Check out where we are.
The gum trees whisper,
Beautiful.
the wind takes a bow. A kookaburra laughs on the old fence somehow. The sun sinks low, paints the hills in gold. These boots know the dirt, these stories they hold. On the dusty road home, where the rivers run dry, under wide open skies, where the
Good morning.
echoes
Good morning.
don't
There you go.
Oh no.
Every
So we just spent 2 days at Injune,
Injune.
Yep. And stopped at a good little camp spot there called Possum Park, which is Possum Park Campground, which is at the racecourse there.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommend it, especially if you're doing it on a budget. $10 a night unpowered, not per person but per vehicle, pretty much.
Things are Scrooge.
I'm a Scrooge. $20 $20 per vehicle, powered, and water. So I mean, you can't beat those prices, and they've got shower and toilet amenities is there as well. So we're on the move today. Obviously, with the dogs, we can't do things like the Carnarvon Gorge on a budget. You know, I think the best place you can go up the Carnarvon Gorge with your animals is up to Sandstone. I think it's like $40 or $50 a night. Then they want to charge you $20 a night for kennel fees for your, or a day to put your dogs in so you can go walking through the gorge. However, there's a loop road not far out from there that goes to Lonesome, which is part of the Carnarvons, and Acacia Valley. And of course you can drive through there, even though it's partly national park. The law states you can drive through but without stopping. We've got some video of that, we'll do that a little later. My handle's pretty place, very pretty place. But, so we are on our way. We actually don't know where we're going today.
Absolutely.
We know we're going west. We've picked a road and we've gone west. We're up Womble something Gap Road,
Right.
Womblebank.
Womblebank, yeah.
And we didn't even know where we're going. And we don't know what's out here. We've never been here, but it was great
But there's
to...
no one out here.
No. But this is where we've ended up at the start. We don't know nothing about this area. We are now at the top of the Great Dividing Range. See, now, to us Mexicans from across the border, or down on the border, the Great Dividing Range runs through Victoria. And that's all we know. We don't know anything else. You come up through Wallen and out that way. But there you go. So the Great Dividing Range runs, obviously, runs quite a distance, I believe. But yeah, so you got the Fitzroy Basin to the east and Murray-Darling Basin to the west. Now, obviously, we can't go on the Carnarvon Gorge with the dogs, but there's some back tracks that take you along basically the boundary, and there's some creeks and that going by the maps that we read. Map readers, us? No. So, that was quite cool to come across. You know, we didn't know where the hell we were. But yeah, good little stop. Obviously, it's a lot of area to pull off, so it's quite a little picture place. We're going to keep heading west. So we have fueled up and everything. I think we're going to need it. And we're going to try and find a creek down the bottom of the Carnarvons there somewhere. And we'll see how we go. So obviously we're going to start doing these videos now. They're designed for you guys that travel on a budget, that have animals, and you can't get to the hotspot destinations, but you can get to the next best thing. The other thing I was quite impressed with, because we're on the top of the Great Divide here, is like, you don't realise, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but looking back along the road, yeah, you can just see it. That's where we've come from. I didn't even realise we climbed that high. The old truck's doing it pretty easy too. Anyway, we'll catch you a little further up the road. Talk to you soon. It's going to test the caravan out, isn't it?
That it is.
You want it different, you got different. Don't ask me where we are, but I fucking want it. I think so.
Yeah.
I ain't never thinking better than going straight.
Oh, Charles Creek. Woo.
Yeah, hang on. Driftwater Road.
Full of it. Yeah. The map says.
Oh, g'day. Well, our plans didn't turn out like we had planned today, did they?
No.
No. What we had planned ended up, well, just not the road going where we wanted.
No.
The map was telling me one thing, and when we got there, I was told, well, I wasn't told, but it was another thing. Anyways, but sometimes the best laid plans can lead to the best.
Why don't we forgot all about the fact that we had just spent hours upon hours travelling on the worst road we have ever been.
I tell you what, this truck and van copped an absolute thumping today across these roads. I'll tell you a little bit more about where we went a little bit later.
Oh.
But sometimes these things do have a silver lining. And this one goes right up there with Claire's bucket list. Right on the
Claire's bucket list. What, you don't like
I
that?
like it, yes, it's very pretty. I don't think many people will be able to pick where we are. This isn't on wiki camps or nothing. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But I'm going to go and show you where we are and the view we've got from the van. As you can see, the van is directly behind us, where we're pulled up. And this is our view.
Gotta stand on the hill.
Now, that part there might say, oh, that's just nothing. Wait till we pan around. Let me view this in. So, as we pan around, check out this view coming in now. Now, to the best of my knowledge,
We don't know what that is.
I reckon that's the Great Dividing Range. So we actually were at the top of that earlier, or part of that, what they call the, well, we were at the top of the drivable part, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up. So just beyond my finger there, behind these trees, if I can see, there we go. Don't know if the camera will pick it up, I think it might just. There's all those mountain ranges there. And believe it or not, we went out that far basically, and I think that's the Carnarvons. I'm pretty sure it is. So our plan today was to skirt a road that we thought followed the boundary line of the Carnarvon Gorge area, Carnarvon Gorge National Park, Mount Moffat National Park. So we come in the back way on the Mount Moffat Road and got all the way to the end, only to find that the track we thought.
You're facing the
That's
wrong
all right,
way.
no, because they get the beautiful view while they're listening.
What, you don't think you're a beautiful view?
Some may beg to differ. So
Around.
we
Hang.
came up the Mount Moffat Road. Ah! See what you've done? You've upset the camera. Had it in full zoom. There we go. Go away, dog. So the plan was that we were going to try and skirt the boundary of the Carnarvon National Park, or Mount Moffat National Park area. And we thought when we got to the end of the road where we were, there was a track that went around the back, but there wasn't. So because we couldn't turn around where we were, we actually had to drive into the national park
Come here.
a couple of k's,
Hemmy. Good.
and so one of the dogs is just, I think, eating rabbit rude poo or something. So then we had to drive a few k's into the Mount Moffat National Park area.
Which road was disgusting?
Well, it's not disgusting, it's a national park.
Yeah, but the road was...
No, but that wasn't the national park.
That was.
That part, Mount Moffat was.
No, the... Oh, okay.
Anyways. So then trying to turn... Oh, I don't know how long that thing is. Let's call it 15-foot truck and a 19-foot caravan around on a track on the Mount Moffat Road. It was no mean feat. We did it. I mean, look, we probably, only because we don't know how far it is across the other side, we probably could have just driven straight through. The one rule with having dogs in the national park is you can't stop. You can drive through a national park with your dogs, but you can't stop in a national park with your dogs. So we thought, for headache's sake, we didn't know how far across it was. We had no idea. We looked at the maps and everything else, and it wasn't really helping. So we just thought we'd do a U-turn, found somewhere finally, turned the van and truck around, headed back out. They're in the process of grading the road there at the moment, but the section that is ungraded is like absolutely woeful. We're talking 30-40 k's an hour, and they're not corrugations. It's just a rough road. And you would not drive this in the wet. There would not be a hope, because where it's dry, it's just sandy and bull dust holes. Anyway, that aside, like I said, we have ended up in this beautiful little spot today.
We were going to try to make it to...
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
We were going to try and make it back to Mitchell, but that's still another hour or so away, and we were tired and grumpy as you get. So 3 hours on the road to do about 150 k's that we did, but we found this little It's a little gravel pit. It's not marked on Wikicamps or anything like that. Claire spotted it out of the corner of her eye. And yeah, we're back, quite literally, we're probably 50 metres off the road, but there's no traffic going up and down there. And in the end, ended up with this spectacular view. So yeah, so like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the Great Divide there, or part there of it. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will let me know. But we don't know what our plans are tomorrow. It's to go into Mitchell, top up with water, because we couldn't get water in, where were we? Injune at the time, which is not a big hassle. But anyway, done that again. I'm very good at that. There we go. We'll catch you on the next important step, wherever we stop next. Probably tomorrow morning when we wake up, maybe.
See the sunrise.
See the sunrise. Unfortunately, I don't think the sunrise is going to come up over the mountain there.
No.
I think it's virtually going to come up directly where we're looking now. But it still should be pretty cool, and with no trees or anything around, no clouds, it could be a good night. Probably cold, but good. Alright, talk to you later. Good morning.
Morning.
You can see, I don't do mornings very well.
I don't, yeah. And I'm in my pyjamas. Well, not my pyjamas.
Anyways,
In my hoodie.
we ended up deciding to stay another night where we were. To have a bit of downtime and chill out and relax and get some editing done that I needed to get done. But we did wake up to an amazing sunset. Sunrise. Sunrise. You don't wake up to sun. Well, you can, but so I did get some of that on time lapse, and I got some beautiful panoramic views on the other camera on the phone. Hopefully.
Why don't we? Did you tell them we're in a gravel pit?
Yeah, I think we did that yesterday.
We're just in a
The day
gravel
before.
pit. Dink really looks after me.
We're at Womblebank.
Womblebank.
Quite bright out there at the moment. Excuse me while I'm squinting. That sun is very, very bright. But we are moving on some stage today.
Some stage.
I think we're heading back south.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Not for too long.
Not for too long.
But
there's a town we're going to check out. By a river.
we
haven't seen the river for a while.
Excuse my squinting. The sun is as glary as hell. You'll probably get a nice shine off my head here.
But
in
like saying that, the weather in Melbourne is really, really crap.
We don't care about the weather in Melbourne.
And we are in gorgeous sunshine. It's cold, but it's going to be hot as hell today. So get out of it.
Anyways, that's our update for today. Anyway, we're not planning on doing a hell of a lot, but
might do something if it's on the road.
Yeah, we might do some footage on the road. So as you can see, like I said, we're still here at this little gravel pit at Womblebank.
Dink looks after me, tell you that. Gives me nothing but the best.
It's not every day you can wake up like this, eh? Anyways, we'll update you. Well, this will probably be, I don't know. As you can tell, our starts and ends to videos that I post up don't start and end very well because we never know
Where we are.
where we're going until the next morning or something like that. And,
No!
I hate it when that happens. Get out of there. There we go. As you can tell, I'm still getting used to this camera. We don't use very good equipment, do we?
No.
Very basic equipment. Use our phones and everything else. But yeah, you'll see a lot of our videos, they end quite abruptly and start quite abruptly at the next one because we don't know where we're going to end up. We say we're going to drive somewhere and then halfway through the drive we change.
Oh, look at that place.
Look, shiny, pretty. So, and I don't know if this is, if I've only done a few videos from one place or a few photos, and then we go to another place, well, I need more footage. So I don't know where to end the videos or from where to start them.
We lost a whole lot of videos.
We lost a few videos from Lightning Ridge.
No, the other place.
Well, it was in the Lightning Ridge region. It was actually growing. Claire took a whole heap of videos around the sheep yard ends there, and I can't find them anywhere. I've been through the trash can, I've been through everything else, and they've sort of just disappeared. But anyway, we'll catch you at the next place.
Wherever that shall be.
We're going to finish waking up. We'll probably have another cup up before we start backing up. And we'll see you wherever we end up.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes and my crooked little